Private equity is a huge category, and there's all sorts of different types of private equity organizations, private equity firms that do a variety of different things. So there's, I think the ones that give the category a bad rap are those that come in and buy a business and kind of gut it, and offshore everything and squeeze every nickel out of it. And then there's on the opposite side of the spectrum is kind of the growth investor private equity, where they're looking to deploy additional dollars behind the business to help it to expand, to reach new markets, to offer new capabilities, et cetera. Good private equity investors are really a very helpful partner with a business like RedSail. Things we've built internally, some of the acquisitions we've made that have expanded capabilities and lowered prices for customers, we just wouldn't have had the wherewithal to do it, or frankly, probably the appetite to do it if it was not for the investors encouraging it. Our two private equity investors, Francisco Partners and Leonard Green, have been terrific partners, very, very seasoned investors in healthcare and specifically in pharmacy. They've done a lot of investing in pharmacy-related businesses.
I think if we hadn't been purchased by private equity, I probably still wouldn't be here, because it felt like we didn't have the ability to do something innovative and like off the book, right? Like we had this concept early with Pioneer of like this hedgehog concept of you stick with what you know and you do only that. And I think the single biggest change with private equity coming in is like they're willing to throw some dollars behind some what sounds like a crazy tangential idea and say like, what if we did X? And you're like, well, I didn't think about it like that, but it might work.
The business doesn't pay dividends to the private equity firms or distribute profits or anything. All the investment, all the profits that the business makes get reinvested in the business. And so that's been the case for the duration of Francisco Partners' involvement. It's the case today because we have probably more growth opportunities than we have, frankly, dollars to invest in them. So we've got to make trade-offs, and so we want to preserve all of the kind of dry powder that we can to make those investments. But ultimately, the business is growing. The private equity firms obviously want to see it grow, and they're depending on it to grow, and they're holding me accountable to make sure that happens. But they're not. There's no pressure to grow at the expense of our customers, where we win and they lose. It's we win and they win, and that's been the case for the duration of their ownership.
Yeah, I actually think that's the most important, and frankly the reason why most of us are here. Right? We believe in independent pharmacy, and we believe in the practice of pharmacy, and we're very cognizant at the end of the day our customers need to be healthy for us to be healthy, and they need to have patients for them to be healthy. So it's a nice case of everybody has aligned incentives in this case, and I think that was super important what Andy just said of like it's not growing at the expense of our customers, right? Like our goal is to grow our value to our customers, and that's what makes us healthy. And I like working in a company where we have those types of incentives.